Last year, after the hijacking of the Alps, I kept planning. The aim was go back to the base, reset, and restart a new adventure. And then that one kept being postponed month after month. I remember being at a point around August, September of a year thinking I can still recover it. And I named that plan Europe Reset. It was about me climbing on the last run possible, the last stretch possible of autumn before winter coming, to climb as many Via Ferrata possible, and then before their closure to cross as many passes around the Alps in Italy and Switzerland. And this is how I got to the idea of naming it Europe Reset. It was my way of getting back to it. Guess what? Didn't happen. It kept not happening for a while after that. Well, until now. It is June of a year, and only now I'm traveling. That one is DusterHouse there. I spent the night here. I'm in Griffen, Austria. We have there to my left Schlossberg Via Ferrata on the left of a crag. If you can see it there, I don't know if on the video I'm pointing properly, maybe that one there. On the left of a crag we have a Schlossberg Via Ferrata, maybe the hardest upper body Via Ferrata from Austria. On top we have a castle, the ruins of a castle, more than 200 years since it collapsed or it was destroyed. You have a Belvedere, a panoramic viewpoint there on top, built 2.5 years ago, something like that. I've started the drive with the DusterHouse. I climbed a couple of Via Ferrata in Romania to test my knee. I have a knee issue, is the reason of the last postponement of traveling of any type and any activity of any type. I kept planning for the whole duration of 2025 after March, after returning from the hijacking of Alps run. It didn't happen. There was always something preventing me from doing that. It was like a chain reaction. I started to get sick, to get weak, to get injured, to be forced back again to postpone. I was planning to resume, go mountaineering, climbing, rock climbing, and so forth, Via Ferrata climbing, traveling, DusterHouse experiences. Nothing happened. I always was forced to postpone for either the main reason or everything around that. I got weak, I got fat, extremely fat. I was losing control of my health altogether. I was having an issue now, then another issue. And here we are. Around April, I started to get serious about the idea of no matter what, I have to do a DusterHouse experience, at least one, if not a continuous chain of experiences. I knew I'm fat, I knew I'm out of shape, I knew all these things. And I started to take care of that, to train. Light training, not who knows what. I was walking first 3 kilometers to see how I'm dealing with it. Then 6 kilometers and 9 kilometers. And then I upped that to 12 kilometers a session. Not that fast, steady pace. But guess what? Old injuries of a knee started to surface. And then I was in London at the climbing wall at the gym, and I felt a pop when I was doing a transition, and that was that. From there it triggered a chain reaction of issues with the knee. It is 2 months later, still not there, actually getting worse. I had an MRI before leaving Romania. Now I've tested the knee through the Bulgarian Via Ferrata run. I reduced that for 2 reasons. One, I don't do Via Ferrata that asks you for money, so I had to cross off the list many of them. And then the knee. I couldn't continue, it was hurting. I returned to Romania, to the base with the DusterHouse, and then tried to recover. I did that, it felt better. I told myself I should try back again, carefully. I've climbed a couple of Via Ferrata in Romania to see how I deal with it. It got very, very bad. It forced me, because it got so bad, to go and had an MRI done. I'm waiting for the results, and then while being there, I thought, what should I do? Cancel it yet again, or just do it? So here I am in Griffen, Austria. I'm just doing it. I slept here, nobody came. I was worrying about that because this is new. 2 years ago, this wasn't here. The parking was here, but this is new, which is good, is great. It took me by surprise. You see what happens in a year time, a lot of things, which is good. it makes me happy to see that Austria keeps improving as much as it can. I love Austria, I love the Via Ferrata in Austria. We have Slovenia here with many Via Ferrata as well. Actually, to my right, quite close by, we have Musevo Via Ferrata, an amazing Via Ferrata. It is why I always keep coming to these two. Are on my way to everything else most of the times. Then this one is great for the upper body. The Musevo Via Ferrata is great for a vertical challenge. This is an overhang on the diagonal always, not that many verticals. Actually, I think no verticals here, only diagonals, but all overhanging. It is great training. You can get a pulse of where you are, where you sit in terms of your training, your stamina. Now, I'm not climbing any Via Ferrata because of a knee. I'm trying to be as smart possible. Better to postpone it by traveling and doing what I'm telling you now I'm about to do. And then we'll see. We'll see about that. While waiting for the knee to get better, exercising a bit, doing the minimum I can do to help it heal, I thought, okay, I'm here, what should I do? I have to be in Italy, in Trento for one thing, and then in Umbria for another thing. We might do it now before we go up north in Italy and then start climbing, hopefully, if the knee allows, Via Ferrata. But this means 2-3 weeks from now, which should be enough. If nothing bad, the MRI will reveal. What am I about to do? Well, this Europe reset, the half of it, which is with a DusterHouse, this one here, where is it? There. Ride all the high passes, some of the most well-known high passes of the Alps in Italy and Switzerland. I don't know if I've said it right. This is what we'll do. And the aim is, let's see how much it costs so far. Since I exited Romania, all I paid is 70 euro for the refilling of a tank for the petrol. I've stopped somewhere here in Austria after I got in. Now the tank is full and the next gas or petrol refueling stop is in Linz. We'll do it there before we exit Austria. We'll do the high passes of Italy, the most known passes, and then we'll start driving towards Switzerland. Will be a bounce between Switzerland and Italy, the next group. Quite a lot there in that area. Let's start driving. I opened the trunk to acclimatize the car with the temperature. It's quite warm, which is good. I slept well. I was tired. I would have loved to sleep more, but the rule with the DusterHouse is when it gets early in the morning to wake up, shut it down, close it, and don't leave any footprint. The aim should be to be in the Maggiolina Airlander Plus at 10 o'clock in the evening. It's already dark, it starts to get quiet. Sleep from 10 to 5, which is 7 hours, way more than sufficient for me. And then pack it, get ready for the next thing to do, start driving or start the thing, and continue and repeat over and over again. Ideally, 10 o'clock when it's dark, lift the tent, sleep, close it at 5:30, 6 o'clock the latest. In this way, nobody sees you, you are stealth, incognito, you stop, you sleep, you pack, you go. I'll try to edit on the road. I never done that. It will be my first time keeping pace with what I'm recording. We'll see. I'm experiencing a lot of things. I've organized yesterday the car. It is a bit better. It is full. I have a lot of clothing. I packed for 2 to 3 months of travel without interruption. I have all I need for that long, except I didn't took the charger of toothbrushes. So now I carry extra bulk for nothing with me. I'll have to buy a toothbrush when the battery of both will run out. I have with me the fridge, the EcoFlow 2 kilowatt bundle. It's 2 batteries, the main battery and the extra battery. I have a box there, some water in the trunk. Then in here I have a Via Ferrata gear. I have a gear for climbing Gran Paradiso if the knee will allow later. We'll see about that. If the knee allows, I will do it. If not, not. And then some beach gear, some climbing gear, I told you, for Gran Paradiso, clothing, a lot of clothing, and everything for cooking here in front. And that's pretty much all. The Maggiolina Airlander Plus on top, it has inside all I need to sleep comfortably. I'm traveling, I'm doing it, I'm trying to do it by the concept of no matter what happens, I will not stop, I will do it, because otherwise I will never get back to it back again and everything is wasted. I will see you from the road. Next stop, Linz in Austria. We'll refuel and well, from there I'm pretty sure our first stop will be Cortina d'Ampezzo. We have 2 passes there, we'll do one, come back on it, and then we'll do the other one. Oh, I missed Cortina d'Ampezzo. I would love to stay 2 or 3 days there, but there is no time. Or is it? We don't know. Let's find out.